Hi there. I hope you've had a good first week back in or out of college, depending on what you're doing this week. I'd just like to quickly outline a few key messages and answer some questions which many of you will have about lockdown, assessments, ongoing plans to keep everyone safe in college, and for our second year and foundation diploma students, UCAS and career plans. It's been an interesting, sometimes challenging first half term to say the very least. I'd like to start by saying thanks to all of our students on all courses and levels for the amazing attendance rates that you've produced so far. 95% plus, which is very, very high for any group of students in any year. Probably the best that we've seen actually from any group of students. There's an old quote which says that 80% of being successful is showing up. We've got a brilliant committed staff team at Stafford and Newcastle, something many of you will appreciate already and some of you might appreciate when you've left here in years to come. They write projects to engage you, support you when you struggle, and just really care, full stop. They're also real experts in their fields and at what they do best, which is helping students produce exciting work, get brilliant results, and go on to have successful university applications and great careers. But they can't get you to the next level unless you commit like they do. So please show up to all of your classes, including Maths and English, subjects which will be incredibly valuable in future if you study them. As you know, we've got a mixed approach currently to in-class and online learning. Some of you have struggled to a degree with online, and it does mean that you have to engage and concentrate with far fewer distractions. Some of you actually prefer it, but I think it's not a replacement for the real thing, and we know that. We're going to continue this approach on many courses for health and safety reasons in the short term, until Christmas at least. So please engage, ask questions, put your virtual hand up, and show your work to staff and your classmates as much as you can to help you to feel involved and self-motivated. Develop good home timetable plans to make sure that you keep on track and try to limit time spent on games and social media. They're great fun, but they're not going to get you into university compared to the actual work that you have to produce on course. So stay productive, stay focused, and stay positive. In regard to the current national lockdown, we're staying open as the government prioritises education. Some students will have been informed by their GPs directly that they're in a group classified as clinically extremely vulnerable. These students should self-isolate and work from home. Everyone else should come into college for classes as normal. If you live with somebody vulnerable, you should take every precaution you can around them, but you don't need to stay off college. I think it's probably fair to say that your family and support bubble around you would want you to do well and have a good education. Our bubble system in college, use of face coverings, good hand sanitisation, etc. has worked pretty well so far. We've had very, very few cases. Please continue to support safety measures by maintaining distance, using face coverings wherever required or sensible, and especially maintaining distance when you're outside of class. We've allocated you social spaces which you know about, and staff will make lunchrooms available as we need them. Something that we're going to continue to review as we know that outside options for food, etc. are pretty limited. Packed lunches make sense right now, and for some of you, meal deals at supermarkets are another good and maybe healthy option if you avoid the Mars bars and the Snickers and so on. For our second year Level 3 students and HND students, UCAS applications will be in progress. Please make sure you complete first and second drafts, third if you need them, and make sure that your personal statements are well considered, detailed, and say a lot about you. You're going to get a lot of feedback from the staff on that. In terms of choosing universities or HE providers, make sure that you've researched facilities, progression into employment, and student satisfaction surveys. And please don't make a last-minute rushed application in January. We're in pretty awful times in many ways, but please remember you're in a brilliant college with amazing staff and I hope great friends. I'm really looking forward to seeing your work develop and grow at assessment, and for our graduating students in an end-of-year exhibition. I think the last thing I want to say is that the work you're producing now is crucially important because if we headed into a wider lockdown, the work that you produce now might be the basis of the grades that you're going to carry forwards in terms of predicted grades and actual grades. So it's really, really important that you make hay while the sun shines in terms of college and getting work in the bag now. If anyone has any questions that they'd like to follow up on with me or via course reps or anything like that, please make sure that you talk to your tutors, get in touch with me at mike.kelly@nscg.ac.uk. Or if I happen to be at Stafford or happen to be at Newcastle, ask your tutors and they'll take you to me for a conversation. Thanks very much, and I hope the rest of the term goes well up until Christmas. Thank you.